Let me start this video off by saying thank you to all you guys who have subscribed, liked, and watched these videos. You've gotten us to 50 subscribers, which I never would even thought I would have gotten there, just talking about baseball, but I appreciate it very much. If you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe down here, and we'll go ahead and get started with this video. We're continuing our series looking at the farm systems of each of the Major League ball clubs. Today we are on the Baltimore Orioles, so if you're an Orioles fan, go ahead and strap yourself in, and here we go. I mean, if you're not an Orioles fan, you can watch as well. Number 10 on this list is Ignacio Feliz. He's at high A. He's a starting pitcher and a reliever. He's 6'1", 180 pounds, and he's 22 years old. His 2022 minor league stats are 63 2/3 innings pitched. He's 5-2 with a 3.82 ERA. He's got a 1.16 whip, 95 strikeouts, and 2 holds. As I always say with some of these younger guys, that chase card you're looking for is not available yet. He does have a minor league card, but again, not a recommendation to go after those cards. Ignacio spent the early part of 2022 coming out of the bullpen and struggled in his first month, sporting a 9.28 ERA in April. But May looked solid, and June even better still. Towards the end of May, Feliz was moved to the starting rotation and has been pretty good in that role. The high strikeout numbers have continued, even in July, which has had a few speed bumps or two, he has been able to easily maintain an over one strikeout per inning rate. July's issues can be attributed to a higher amount of walks, although that can be common with high swing and miss pitchers. If Feliz can control the walks and keep up those high strikeout numbers, as well as continue to grow as a starting pitcher, you may see him in a number 2 or number 3 starter role for the Orioles in the near future. The arsonist has oddly shaped feet. Unique New York. Unique New York. Number 9 on this list is Coby Mayo. He's in Double A. He's a third baseman. He's 6'5", 215, and he's 20 years old. His 2022 minor league stats are hitting .246 with 14 home runs, 45 RBIs, 5 stolen bases, a .798 OPS, and 252 at-bats. That chase card on him is a 2021 Bowman Chrome Auto, and it's about $75 to $85. Mayo is big, standing at 6'5", and actually has the frame to pack on a few more pounds of muscle because he's only 20 years old, which he may need that extra muscle to stave off the injury bug. Mayo's currently on the IL with back spasms and has had some knee issues in the past. If he can stay healthy and increase those already big power numbers, he has a solid path to the majors. He carries good speed as well, but if he adds a little bit of extra weight to increase those power numbers, those speed numbers may fall a little bit. And in 2021, Mayo hit .319 with 9 home runs, 11 stolen bases in 53 games. So there are high hopes for him, and a .798 OPS this year shows that he can certainly live up to that hype. The health concerns are what keeps him lower on this list. Number 8 on this list is Frederick. I'm definitely going to butcher your name, Ben Cosme. He's in Single A. He's a shortstop. He's 6 foot, 160 pounds. He's 19 years old. He has played 2 games at second base. His 2022 minor league stats are .368 with 1 home run, 16 RBIs, 6 stolen bases, an .880 OPS, and 125 at-bats. That Chase rookie card is going to be NA. There's not going to be a rookie card yet for him, so nothing for you to look for at this moment. Ben Cosme so far is just a hitting machine, putting up a .310 batting average in 2021 and a very impressive .368 so far in 2022. He could stand a walk a little more, especially considering that he does have decent speed. Although with his average, there is no room to complain. I would compare him to like a Luis Arraza type for the Twins, but with maybe a little bit more speed. His biggest problem is the talent ahead of him at shortstop. He has played, like I said earlier, 2 games at second base, and that may be an easier path for him to make it to the majors. At 19 years old, he should have plenty of time to mature as a hitter and maybe add some power. Otherwise, look for him to be at best a 10-10 guy, but with .350 potential. Number 7 on this list is Luis Valdez. He's in high A. He's a shortstop, 5'11", 165 pounds, and he's 22 years old. His 2022 minor league stats are hitting .278 with 2 home runs, 18 RBIs, and 45 stolen bases with a .705 OPS and 295 at-bats. That Chase rookie card is an NA. He does not have one yet, so don't go out there looking for him just now. Valdez was recently signed to take Ezra Miller's role in the DC universe. No, not really. But if he had been, they wouldn't need CGI. He has 45 stolen bases in 76 games after stealing 21 bases in 35 games last season. He is compact and has a knack for getting on base, which helps with those huge steal numbers. He isn't all that big, so he will never really be a huge power guy. Even if he had 0 home runs, though, those speed numbers could be off the chart. But I think with the right hitting instruction, he may be able to bring himself up to an above average hitter. He has a good eye, walking about 1 in every 2 games, so that makes him a little more intriguing. The downside is, just like with a few on this list, he is a shortstop with a lot of talent above him and below him. With his eye and his speed, that may allow for a position change down the road to find the field at higher levels. Number 6 is Noah Denoyer. In Double-A, he's a starting pitcher, relief pitcher. He's 6'5", he's 225 pounds, and he's 24 years old. His 2022 minor league stats were 56 innings pitched. He's 4-2 with a 2.25 ERA, a .95 WHIP, 72 strikeouts, 1 hold, and 2 saves. That chase rookie card on him is he just has a minor league card, so don't go chasing it. Don't go chasing minor falls. Mm-hmm. Oh man, just wait till the end of this video. Denoyer started off the year in the bullpen for the Ironbirds and remained there even after his call up to Double-A following his hot start. His role in the bullpen was that of a long/middle reliever. He continued to flourish even after his call up with a 3.0 ERA and 18 innings pitched. But his hot June, giving up only 1 earned run in 16 1/3 innings, tempted the Bay Sox to move him into a starter role, where he's been for the last 3 games. Although not pitching more than he would have in a normal long relief stint, Denoyer has shown nice strikeout numbers both out of the pen and as a starter so far, and has worked well in whatever situation they put him in. His 2 saves, though, are a little deceptive. They came in 4-inning relief stints to close out a ball game, so I don't see him in a closer's role. But if he can lengthen out his arm and give them 5 to 6 good innings a game, he will have a better future in the collecting world. However, his success in long relief may be his easiest path to the majors with the Orioles' young, unproven arms. Number 5 is Darrell Hernandez. I never say it right. High A. He's a shortstop, 6'1", 190 pounds, and he's 20 years old. His 2022 minor league stats so far are .290 with 8 home runs, 42 RBIs, 22 stolen bases, and .837 OPS, and he's had 238 at-bats. That Chase rookie card is still a 2022 Bowman Chrome Auto. It is his first Bowman, and that is about $25 to $35. If you've watched this channel before, Hernandez is not a stranger to you. He appeared in our 2022 Bowman First Sleeper video, which by far is the most watched on this channel. I'll go ahead and put a link up to it up here if you haven't seen it yet. I recommend go ahead and checking it out so you can get a little heads up on some of those players that were on that list. I'll keep the breakdown to a minimum since we've already done that one, but Hernandez is a great blend of speed and power and makes solid contact. Since the last video, Hernandez has put up a great July, hitting .319 with 2 home runs and 4 stolen bases. If you didn't snag those Bowman First already, it may be time to start looking. He has the same issue as a few others here on this list, as the Orioles suffer from a very common, way too many shortstop problem. Number 4 is going to be Colton Couser. He's in Double-A. He's a center fielder. He's 6'3", 195 pounds. He's 22 years old. His 2022 minor league stats are hitting .267 with 9 home runs, 32 RBIs, 17 stolen bases, and an .858 OPS and 281 at-bats. That Chase rookie card on him is going to be a 2021 Bowman Chrome Draft Auto, and it runs about $85 to $100. Being an outfielder gives Couser a better opportunity to make the bigs versus some of the other players on this list. Playing behind Cedric Mullins, however, makes it a lot more difficult. Mullins is playing out a 1-year contract for the Orioles in 2022, but will face 3 years of arbitration before he's an unrestricted free agent in 2026. If the Orioles can't sign him to a contract extension, Couser will have free roam of center field for years to come. Mullins may end up being a huge trade piece down the road, or Couser may end up being one. With Couser's speed and power and ability to get on base, he's had 57 walks in 76 games. The Orioles wouldn't miss too much of Mullins' 30-30 talent, though. Couser's ability would land him in the top 3 on this list, but the fact that he has to wait on an all-star to clear ahead of him drops him down to number 4. Number 3 on the list is Gunnar Henderson. He's in Triple-A. He's a shortstop. He's 6'2", 210 pounds, and he's 21 years old. His 2022 minor league stats are hitting .294 with 13 home runs, 54 RBIs, and 15 stolen bases with a .968 OPS and 272 at-bats. That Chase rookie card on him is going to be a 2019 Bowman Chrome Draft Auto, and it goes about $185 to $200. Gunnar Henderson, yet another shortstop, but he's the one sitting in the driver's seat for the Orioles minor league system, currently holding down the spot in AAA. In the majors ahead of him really only stands Jorge Mateo, who is quite the base stealer and defender, but is barely hitting over 200. If Mateo can find a stroke and get on base more, he'll hold down that shortstop spot for a while. Even hitting 205, Mateo still has 22 stolen bases. Henderson, though, is a complete ball player. Power, 13 home runs, speed, 15 stolen bases, a glove, only 12 errors in 79 games, and is just a solid hitter all around with a 968 OPS. If Mateo doesn't jump off the charts in the second half, look for the fans to start calling Henderson's name, especially in September. The Orioles are craving power in their lineup right now, with even the big name guys performing below expectations to start the year. With Grayson Rodriguez on the IL, look for Henderson to be the next to join the big league club. Number 2 is Heston Ketrostat. He's in high A. He's a right fielder. He's 6'3". He's 205, and he's 23 years old. His 2022 minor league stats are hitting .411 with 2 home runs, 17 RBIs, a 1.092 OPS, and 95 at-bats, and he hasn't stolen a base or anything like that. That rookie card on him is going to be a 2020 Bowman Chrome Draft Auto, and it runs about $135 to $150 currently. Ketrostat is very talented, and the Orioles have waited 2 seasons for him to make his professional debut, losing the 2020 season, as most did, and a heart condition that caused him to miss the 2021 season. He's also had a little flare-up and some hammy issues, so health is definitely a concern, but the expectations and his talent have been worth waiting on. In his return, he's hit a blistering .411, driving in 17 runs, and an outstanding 1.092 OPS. Granted, it's only been 27 ball games. Ketrostat was a number 2 pick of the 2020 draft and is showing why. Santander and Hayes are splitting the time in right field these days in the majors, but it feels really they're just placeholding for Ketrostat to get some time under his belt. I don't expect the 2022 debut, but a late 2023 splash or definitely an opening day roster spot in 2024 are certainly in the cards. But if he can keep hitting 400 at any level, you never know. And we've made it to number 1, and this is going to be no surprise to anybody who has watched my videos. Grayson Rodriguez, AAA starting pitcher. He's 6'5", 220 pounds, and he's 22 years old. His 2022 minor league stats are 5-1 with a 2.09 ERA, a .84 WHIP, and he struck out 80 batters in 56 innings. That rookie card you're going to be chasing on him, I know I always call them rookie cards. They're generally first Bowman cards, but that card you're going to be chasing on him is a 2020 Bowman Chrome Auto, and it's $65 to $75. I talk about and compare pitchers to Grayson Rodriguez all the time. If you've watched my videos, you've definitely heard his name. I was slightly hesitant to put him in the number 1 spot, though, because he had recently landed on the IL with a right muscle lat strain, which will probably keep him out of the lineup for a while. But the kid's talent belongs in this number 1 spot. And with the Orioles' constant struggle to find and keep pitchers, it only makes sense that this is the one they are waiting on. The team and the fans have been waiting for him since he was the 11th pick in the 2018 draft. His strikeout numbers are eye-catching, and the fact that his career minor league ERA is 2.35 really stands out. 2022 so far has been even better, carrying a minuscule 2.09 ERA and striking out 80 batters in 56 innings. He is a 24-8 in his career as a minor league pitcher, and he just knows how to win. In 2021, he struck out 161 batters in 103 innings. He is the real deal, but you will have to keep an eye on his health moving forward. Hopefully, it's just some fluky injury and not a mechanical issue that reoccurs. When healthy, look for him to be a front of the rotation pitcher for years to come. And Grayson wraps up our list for the Baltimore Orioles. I hope you guys enjoy the video. I hope so far you've enjoyed this series and you continue to watch along. Our next team is going to be the Boston Red Sox, which I know a lot of you guys are interested in. I am interested too as well, and I'm hoping that Nick York falls pretty deep on that list. Again, I want to thank you guys very much for all your subscribing, all your watching, all your liking. I'm very excited to get to 50 subscribers, which I never thought was going to happen, so I appreciate it. Now, if you would like to, though, you can go ahead and subscribe over here if you haven't already, because I know some of you haven't. And you can watch my next video over here, and I will talk to you guys next time when we're doing the Boston Red Sox. Don't go chasing minor cards. Please stick to the rookies and the prospects you're used to.